Good morning and welcome to the channel. We are down to just the Volkswagen and the Duramax here in the garage with a cold and somewhat snowy day. But today's video going to be a good one. It is sponsored by the Vavah dash cam, as you can see right here. Now, a dash cam is something I have always wanted and something I firmly believe should be in every car. And I'm not saying this because of the video right now, but I think it should be for two main reasons here. Now, number one is whenever somebody gets in an accident in the US, because most states are no-fault states, what does one do? Well, they immediately blame the other driver. With a dash cam, when the cops show up on the scene, you can say, well, I have everything on video. Here's the person. They ran a stop sign. They ran a red light. They came into my lane. They didn't yield, whatever. You can right away prove whose fault it is. And if you're a younger person especially, or really any age person with a modified car, you know, that doesn't necessarily look good to cops. So it's really smart to have that protection. Now, the other thing is just kind of a fun one. How many times have you been out on the road and said, man, I wish I got that on camera? Well, with the dash cam, you have a camera running anytime the vehicle is on 24/7. Now, the third one kind of ties into the first one here with vehicle fraud, but really in other countries, it's big with pedestrians, and that is people trying to get insurance money by throwing themselves in front of vehicles. Like I said here, it's not so much with people, but it is with other cars. Some people will deliberately hit you or try to make you hit them. So again, just one other reason why you should have a camera. The company is Vavah, Vavah.com, and I'll put a link. They are available on Amazon. I'll put a link down below with a discount. And something else you get in the kit, which I think is cool, is a body pry tool. This is something I haven't seen in other camera setups, and you can use this to get behind your A-pillar to run your power cord. Everything you need comes in the box ready to go. So you run your cord from your camera to your 12 volt, and the 12 volt little cigarette lighter power thing has USB ports so you can charge your phone. Now, one big unique thing about the Vavah is that the way the camera attaches, so you have a mounting suction cup with a little sticky pad like a lot of cameras and devices, but the way the camera attaches to that is actually magnetic. You can, move it around, you can swivel it, angle it different ways. You can angle it inside the car if you want to film inside for whatever reason. And it's really easy to take off then to get access to the micro SD card, which is what the camera saves its footage on. So the camera records in 1080 by 60 frames, what I film all my YouTube videos in. So the quality is great, as you can see. And at night, definitely a great image and really clear, but most importantly, you can see license plates from pretty far away. Once again, check out the link down below where I do have a discount code for you. Everybody should have a dash cam, and this is a great choice. Fantastic product at an awesome price. Had to take it out and make everything look nice for the video, but it will be going back in the truck in its permanent home. I forgot that that was even there. But you can use the button really easily when you're driving to take a snapshot or record video, or you can use the app on your phone, as you can see. So you can press video or the little camera icon to take either a still picture or record, and you can even watch a live feed. Like this is live right now. You can see that's the same road, and you can even watch that while you're driving. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that, but it's pretty cool, and the app works really well. Anyway, back to the point of the upload. We are on our way to Shane's right now, but did you guys see this crazy Ford Super Duty video?
And I'll go over a couple of items because he's going to have about 1 million questions, and he's going to want to call up the screen and all this stuff. Sure. Essentially, what is going on with the car, okay, is the vibration, and we made some adjustments. I'm going to be completely blunt with you. That truck is not designed to go over 65 miles an hour without some weight on it, okay? That's probably a lot of what's going on. We have done everything that we can at this point to resolve the issue as best that we can for you, okay, within that. But the bottom line is that truck is not designed to go over 65 miles an hour, okay? That's just not. Those trucks are not designed to be race cars. They are designed to haul and to be stable and to be able to carry a lot of weight up a hill, or be able to that's what those trucks are designed for, okay? If you want a fast truck, get an F-150. That being said, there were some changes that were made that we actually verified that kind of improved it a little bit, and that was more to do with the alignment and the way that the tires were structured. So again, we have done everything that we can at this point for this truck, okay?
Guy literally says that this truck is not made to go over 65 miles per hour, And then he says, which is it might be even funnier, if you wanted a fast truck, you should have bought an F150, which I don't know what the fuck that means. I mean, a diesel is going to be faster than an F150 unless he means a Raptor. Either way, it's not like that's a sports car in the truck world. No truck is. Like, that statement just doesn't make any sense on its own either. So I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, whoever that guy is at that dealership, whether it be a tech, I'm sure it's like a service advisor, he should be fired immediately. Ford should figure out who that guy is and make sure that he gets what's coming to him, because that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Clearly, that truck is having severe death wobble issues. That has to do with pitman arms, you know, your alignment. It's a couple different factors that can contribute to it or cause it, but it certainly isn't the fact that, oh, that truck is not made to go over 65 and it has to have weight on it in order to drive straight. And the fact that anybody would let that truck leave a service center in that condition just fucking blows my mind. And now we're behind the cops in the super legal Duramax. We're gonna go for a pass here. We're gonna go for a pass. We get real ballsy. Here he is. He don't care. And off to your right, you will see some trucks that evidently are made to go over 65. Lucky for us Chevy guys, right? Because Chevys and Dodges, they're meant to go over 65. Fords are not. Fucking morons. Back in Shane's, it's been a while. Been a little while since I've been here. We got salt all over the fucking place. And yeah, today is fucking freezing, getting colder by the second. The wind is also making matters worse. Welcome to PA. Mess of shit over here, but I got new markers to sign posters with. I got gym stuff. My dash cam too. I gotta plug that back in, but I wanna plug it, I wanna run the wire so it actually looks, you know, clean. I didn't do that yet because I knew how to take it out, but I will. I'm thinking about getting one of these for my truck right here, but they all are metal, which I don't like. I want a rubber one, but that is cool. Pat. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for saying hi.
Jogger gang.
Dude, fuck yeah, buddy.
I haven't seen you in a while, man.
I know, I haven't seen you. We gotta get together for that video, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy. No, I'm sorry, buddy. Pat's been asking me for weeks, and those pictures I want to take too.
Dude, I told you.
I know. What are you doing today?
This is a legit thing. I'm taking Michaela out to dinner tonight.
Okay.
Like, we hardly ever really go out and
Now see,
do
now
anything.
You're throwing me away for your girlfriend.
What are you doing tomorrow, though?
What's up with that? Nothing. Tomorrow we will do it.
This is the fourth Saturday. You said nothing.
But see, things always come up, Pat. It's not my
No,
fault.
I understand that, but I just need like an hour of your time.
All right, I got you, buddy. No, and I want to do it. I want to do it.
Anything to do on Saturday? Anything at all?
I can't imagine what I would be doing.
I feel like that is so not true.
Dan's over here laughing, having a good time. How you doing, buddy? Hey, I know that guy, KC Cars on YouTube. I used one of his videos for the call out event way back in the day. How you doing, Kurt?
What's up, dude?
Did you get a haircut? No. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you did, dude. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Tired.
You doing okay? Mm-hmm. I'm doing great, dude. I got my new markers. I'm doing great. The Z06 is looking nice.
What do you think, dude?
So, Shane is wrapping this Volcano Yellow. Damon, nice to meet you, buddy. This is Volcano Yellow. So Shane has now taken the practice of copying McLaren colors.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's our own. What do you think?
Fuck off. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. I do like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
wait till the sunlight.
yeah, well, and the GoPro's not going to do it justice, but it's got a really cool metallic flake to it.
I think we're gonna put
Nice.
some ceramic coating over it to make it even shinier.
Yep. Very cool.
Buddy.
Very cool. Coming along well, buddy.
Progress.
Coming
Front
along.
Bumper needs to be done. That's it, dude. We need 3 guys.
3 guys for what?
Wrap this.
Oh, for the back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all one piece.
Yeah.
Damn,
we did
dude.
that one too.
I forgot you were
different.
doing these one
Yeah.
piece.
Okay. So this one was crazier because it's thick as shit, and the laminate made it super thick.
Wow, dude. Yeah, that's a tough. I can speak from the little experience I have. That's
Conforming
That ain't
around
easy,
this,
yeah.
and then you guys see up here. It's
going
like,
that corner where 3 body lines meet. Got a Ford Raptor in here now.
That's the same
Have you?
one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Has Shay told you about his Ford Raptor?
No.
He's selling it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. He's selling his Ford Raptor. That guy with the black Huracan selling his Raptor already. He offered it to me.
He's gonna lose his behind.
Yeah, he's buying a white one. But do you understand why he's buying a white one, Shane? Because he says that even if he wrapped the blue one, he would still see blue, and he can't deal with that.
Update is
Shane wants to give an update on orders. Go. All right, there we go.
800 left, which most of them are tow hitch covers, flagpole covers, and
Posters, which I'm signing right now.
which you're signing, and then the rest of it is like miscellaneous, like all the
Little stickers.
stickers. So they're coming.
Dan has to sit here and cut out every single one by
Not to
hand,
mention the setup.
which sucks.
Then the
It's
cutter
just a
needs to
long,
cut.
tedious process.
And then we need to do quality control.
He's in there doing something. He's vlogging. They're vlogging about my gallon jug, number one. Dan will appreciate that. They're in there doing something. Now, I did not give them permission to vlog in the vehicle. I swear to God, if I get back in that truck and anything is misplaced. Now what were you guys doing in there for 15 minutes? What did we do? You did something, Pat. What were you doing in there?
I was literally making a video, dude.
You're making a video of what?
No, just
You guys are making me nervous. No, I saw you messing around with my stuff.
Mike, literally.
I saw you fucking around with my
show
stuff.
you what we did. I'm being honest with you. Do you think I would lie to you?
I promise, we didn't do anything.
Mike, if I hold on, no,
I don't
stop where you're
trust you
going.
as far as I can throw
Come
you.
here,
Curtis, that ain't far.
All right. All right, so we just made a video, right?
Did a little vlog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Merch plug again, gang, gang. Smoke it if you got
Those are out of
it.
stock,
Can of
unfortunately.
prayers. You guys
They'll
need
be
to
back
open
in
up
like
a
3
can,
days.
a can of dip. You take one of these. Another merch plug. Merch plug. Merch plug. Diet iced tea from Turkey Hill. Sponsor.
That's not even iced tea.
Last merch plug of the day. This is a charger.
I don't know what Shane's doing. So finally got all these posters signed. Another couple hundred going out. Close to 1,000, I think, here going out for you. And again, we are sorry that it's taken a while. Everything that Shane makes is made to order. We just did not anticipate the number of orders we would get. Like Shane said, 800 more to go. And Andy has posters too, by the way, if you want to support him. A couple more to sign and then I'm done. Right, Pat?
Yeah. Buddy.
Bump. All right,
Bump.
dude.
All right.
Hey,
Moat Licky.
careful going home, alright?
I will. I always
Alright, text me when you get home.
Okay, that was bad.
Make sure you made it home.
All right. Well,
You gonna be okay, Pat?
yeah. See you, Mike.
See you, Pat.
Love you, dude.
Goodbye. I want to talk about something real quick that I kind of alluded to in last night's upload, but basically I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do on the channel in 2018. And the channel is doing well. You know, I appreciate the support that all you guys give me all the time. It's amazing. I mean, the channel is always growing. We've been growing really fast, actually, since the new year. We've gained like 20,000 subscribers in the last week or so, which is just incredible. And you know, hopefully we will hit, we're on track to hit 1 million by the end of 2018, which is like just, I can't even believe it. But you know, so standard logic would say, if it's working, why change it? But you know, I was thinking maybe I want to scale back a little bit in 2018. Now, you always are going to look back on things with a sense of nostalgia. Everything always seems better after you've done it. You always put on the rose-colored glasses, so to speak. But I was watching some old videos, and I have to say, I kind of miss just the truck and the one car. So we had like 2 builds going on at the same time, different things, but working on them at the same time. I was talking about having a Duramax, a Corvette, another Corvette coming with the ZR1. I had 2 Corvettes for a while. I had the C5 and the Z06 and the McLaren. So I had 3 sports cars and the Corrado. I was even talking about getting a Raptor, which I do plan to do. The only reason why I'm kind of holding off on that is because of the rumored 7-liter V8 Raptor coming out next year. So I'm definitely going to wait for that. I do not want an EcoBoost. That's been my beef with the Raptor since day one, the new Raptor. Don't want a V6. If that V8 actually comes to fruition, I probably will pick one of those up. But I mean, I was talking about having so many cars. And I'm just not that type of person. You know, I kind of like to keep things simple, and I don't want to be having to build garages over here and over there to house all my vehicles. I think when the ZR1 gets here, I will sell the Z06, I will sell the Corrado, have that done, and then I will only have a McLaren, a ZR1, and a Duramax, and maybe look at a Raptor later on. That was the original goal, having the Z06 as the dedicated drag car, then having the ZR1 as like a street car, kind of do some mods with it, but nothing crazy, not obviously another drag racing build. Then the McLaren is the supercar, and you know, the Z06 is paid off. It doesn't cost me anything. The ZR1, the only car I have a payment on is the McLaren. So I really only have one car payment. I just kind of don't see myself having that many cars, especially because a few of them do the same thing. That is my thought on what to do with all the cars, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope that you enjoyed this upload. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.